just like a starting gun, we heard a hiccup from Ava, which means we're starting. Uh, Hope everybody's had a good week. I've had fun planning, doing some Photoshop work and artwork on some stuff for the next storyline we get up, assuming that everybody, all the characters are not killed because right at this moment the building they're in is falling down. Last episode, Hugo was in the process of trying to free himself at the same time that the other three party members finally reached him. Kazir had managed to unhook the chain, but there was something happened with Seed Thief, and he is currently hiding behind Hugo. I think that pretty much covers actually, no. The big bad showed up, attempted to cow them all into submission. It didn't work, so he started swarming them with minions. The minions consisted of some homeless people and college students, strangely enough. With Scarlet and Sydney going at the front, they were attempting to clear the way out with the use of vampire powers, fighting, and a super soaker.
Super soaker for the win.
At this moment, Kazir tapped into her druid powers and caused the old wood of this building to suddenly spring forth with new life. As Jeff Goldblum said in Jurassic Park, life happens, and sometimes it happens violently, and it's not stoppable. And what is not stoppable is that the new sprouts are piercing the brick walls that make up this old 19th century brewery. So the party is in danger of the building coming down around their ears. To start out,
I am the wrath of Danu, and you will feel our pain.
Kasir had her overconfidence complication bumped up to a D12, so she's right at the edge of the whole I am nature's goddess level.
Great. It'll be fine.
Right now, Kasir is hovering 10 feet above the floor, being held up by a cocoon of vines and other branches that are holding her up. I'm just going to go ahead and start. Hugo, what are you doing?
Last I knew, I was trying to get at this false Roger. I was trying to push past the crowd, tackle him, attack him, however I could get to it. I got a link the chain around my ankle. I'm going to beat him like a prisoner.
Beat him like a drum.
Okay.
No, I said what I said.
Yep. Okay, so at this point, you see a whole bunch of vines, branches, and everything spurt around you. All of you guys' opponents have been knocked prone at this point. But at that same point, everybody in here except Kazir is suffering from a D6 entangled complication.
That's always worked great for us in the past. Kazir.
It'll be fine.
Finally, Kazir is the only one not in a tree.
Right. Well, technically I am, but I have it under control.
You either
It's
see
more like
yourself.
you are the tree at this point.
I'll say you either die getting pulled into the tree, or you live long enough to become the tree.
So
See,
what?
that's where
difference?
Roger went.
Well done.
So what other
I think I've lost
complications?
the accent tonight.
So what other complications does Hugo have right now?
D8 untrustworthy, although I'm not sure if that applies.
That's
D8
that's actually gone because you've completely shown yourself to be an enemy. So
gotcha. D8 injury, and D10 made Chauncey mad.
the D10 made Chauncey mad. Doesn't actually affect you now because he can't. Because he's, well, as far as you know, he can't. Unless Kazir
I
wants to
don't-
try and
I
summon
don't-
him.
I also don't know I've made him mad. I was just told by a mysterious, disembodied voice from the heavens, you have this complication.
Uh,
Why would I need to summon Chauncey here? I've got it under control myself.
okay, so you're trying to make your way to you are attacking Roger.
Yes.
Okay. That will be actually, yes. He has that. That is okay. Nope, sorry about that. Let me reroll.
That wasn't better.
Yes, I know, but I was supposed to roll 4 dice, and this way I rolled
No.
4 dice. Okay, so that means you're at, that is 15.
Well, I can't match
It's a little
it, but
better. The first one was 16.
Oh,
no,
okay.
the
Oh,
first
no, it wasn't.
no, it wasn't.
That's not how math
No.
works.
First one was 14. I still couldn't beat a 14 either.
I can't math.
I'll get as close to the frickin' 15 as I can.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Well, no, you don't.
Oh,
you,
wow.
you don't. You don't give. You don't give the big bad a polka die. That's the important thing.
Hugo's not much of a fighter, or at least not when it comes to hand, but he's not thinking clearly after being held for
he's
3 months.
hungry.
Sydney, what are you? Hugo just tried to rush past you,
Okay.
and he got. He kind of got tangled up. Since it was since me having to roll the d6 that I forgot to mess things up. He kind of got tangled up on his way past.
Mm-hmm.
So he's, well, actually, going to be honest right now. Things the wall isn't really a wall right now, so there are other openings in that. So what are you trying to do?
Trying to understand my situation, really.
Okay, well, basically at this
'cause,
point,
yeah,
all of your opponents
so much crazy.
got knocked down. They're all prone.
Is
The
fake Roger prone as well?
no, he's actually up.
So just the little
Yep.
minor.
All
Yeah.
the minions. Well, they're not all minor minions. You pretty sure there's a couple of football players in there for college
Oh, all
students. So, but everybody's been knocked down. There are walls to the other side of the door where Roger was. There are openings in the wall the other side where Roger was.
Okay.
There's also plenty of, like I said, minions on the floor that you could stomp or knock out or whatever.
I mean, the minions are prone and they're entangled as well, I'm assuming.
Yes, they're gonna have the D6 complication
Okay.
also.
Am I closer to Hugo or to fake Roger at this point?
I would say you're closer to Hugo at this point.
Okay. then I am going to try to free him from whatever is holding him back. At the moment. Try to help
Okay.
ease his way through.
Okay, you're gonna pull back the stuff. All right.
At least try.
What is your fighting?
It's a D8.
Okay. Next round, Hugo, when you try to get to Roger, you get an extra D8 on your attack.
Oh, sweet. That'll be useful.
Sweet.
Um,
We don't ever get anything for free. So just remember that.
Well,
I'm aware.
okay, Scarlett, what are you up to?
Well, at the end of the last game, she had just lunged for the master,
Okay.
and she has her knife in her hand, and she's got her medical thing on her backpack type thing. So she took off to run to get to him.
Okay. Okay, so all right, go ahead and let me give you set the difficulty. That's how I feel.
Hey, you got a nice
I
small
forgot to
straight
turn on
there.
my noise suppression.
Wow.
One,
That
two, 3, 4.
yeah, that is a
No.
7. Scarlett can beat that with one of her dice that she's about to roll.
That is true. And
Unless
and-
it's a bad night.
Yes.
Well, and just for fun, I'm going to step down my vampire so I get a plot point back.
Yep.
So my physical, my vampire distinction, which is 8 now, and then where's my fight? There it is. Okay. I think this is right. There we go.
Okay, I rolled 7. You rolled 12. So you get a D6 polka die because you beat me by 5.
Yeah.
But you are able to reach him. You trying to cut the master?
Well, I'm trying to didn't he have his hands on Hugo?
No, he doesn't have his hands on Hugo yet.
Okay. Well, yeah, she's trying to just knock him by like cutting his arm or
Okay. All right. Okay. You cut him and knock him down. You've given him an injured complication.
nice.
And what is Danu doing? Did I say that right?
Who?
I'm not sure if I said it right. So,
Okay. What is Kazir doing?
it's Danu, the Irish
Danu.
goddess of the
Danu.
earth.
That's probably where I've heard it from before. I heard the name, but I had no idea where the reference was.
She's gently bringing the walls down around everybody.
Okay. All right. Let's me. Well, let me set the complication, and I rolled a 4 and
You
11.
mean difficulty?
The difficulty, yes. Sorry. Yeah, it's
Set the
everybody.
complication.
Yeah, it's everybody else's complication. So, okay, it is. You have a 15 to beat.
Yeah.
And
Fine.
yep, you get magic. Or your mental focus.
Mental focus, druid.
And the extra D8.
Oh, right. I've still got that.
Yes,
Oh,
you do.
right. I forgot. That's okay.
you kidding? You're
It's fine.
destroying
We're
something.
fine. Yeah, and yeah.
In fact,
Okay.
at this point, with that D12, actually, with that D12 comp, I forgot. I got to reroll because you have another
Oh yeah, my
complication. I
I've
gotta
got
be better.
D12 overconfidence and the D8 influence.
D8 influence.
Oh,
That's
we
right.
don't want to forget about that one. That I've been influenced twice now. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. It's it's 20,
That is. I don't like that roll.
but let's see, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Um, but the extra D8 is actually staged up to a D12 at this point.
Oh well, that's helpful. Uh, hmm, hmm. All right. 8, and my focus is also 8. Okay. I don't want to watch.
3 8s and a 12. Oh wow.
Gentle.
We're all gonna die by vine.
So okay. Um
This is not how I pictured I would go. Zach.
well, I mean, here's the thing. You said you're trying to tear down the building, right? Okay.
She's
So
decided it's an affront to nature.
okay. You're trying to tear it down. That's fine. Nope. You end up rolling an 11 versus my 19. You also
And I got a 1.
you also had a complication on the very dice that is used to influence you. So yes, Kasir has gone into full goddess mode. You do gain a plot point, but you are now being influenced at a D10 level.
Yep.
I have a small question. Are we
Yeah.
hearing Kasser's voice or are we hearing
Oh,
someone else?
Um,
Hmm.
that is a valid question. Not yet. You're not hearing someone else's voice yet.
Okay, we're just hearing.
Yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm picturing Kasser with kind of the Galadriel effect.
Yes. Yep. That is
That's how I picture her right now.
yeah. That is fair. You all feel the vines twitch, and you hear Kasser, roar in frustration at this point. So Roger, or the master, let's see, he's got 2d6. Because you injured him. Scarlet, go ahead and give me a fight
No problem.
and physical.
Got it. So
And you're up against 13. But I did roll a 1, so you can buy down a complication.
the only one I have entangled. Oh, and my hunger's only at a 6.
Okay.
Am I going to be affected by that blood? I just realized that I cut out of that man.
Yeah, next turn
Master.
I was going to make it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad I made sure that was gonna happen. No, I'm not gonna use a plot point.
Okay.
So I'm
Does anybody
going
else
to-
want to?
I don't have a plot point to spare.
Okay.
What would be
I probably should, but
the
I don't
plot
feel
point
like
here?
it.
For this?
Well, you could use if you had a plot point to use, you could use it to buy down your complication.
Oh, right. So someone was trying to buy down a complication, or was
You
this
could.
Anybody can.
Anybody
Oh,
can at
gotcha.
this
He
point.
asked if somebody wanted to.
Yeah, Scarlet gets first call, but
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Wow.
okay. You handily fend off Roger's clumsy punch. And now that's it. All the minions won't get to move until next turn. Hugo, what are you doing?
Well, now that I'm freed up of the vines here and have a little bit of assistance, I'm continuing to charge the false Roger. I wish to let him think unconscious thoughts.
You actually also get an extra D6.
So I get an extra D8 and an extra D6?
Yes,
Nice.
because, well, he's injured. And that's the way. So let's see.
Just remember, it
That's-
was Scarlet that injured him for you.
Yes.
I'm not sure Hugo actually has the capacity to recognize that at the moment.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
and I continue to roll some ones at least on all my stuff, but so I got 1, 2 5s and a 2, so but that sets the difficulty at 10, and somebody can buy a complication off if they'd like to.
Hugo declines priority. Anybody else?
I kind of want to see what Cassera will do if she gets to out due to overconfidence, so I'm not.
Fair enough. All right, here's my roll.
Oof.
I missed it by 1.
Missed it by that much.
Well,
me a moment.
at
me a
least the D8 I offered you helped, right?
Give me a second here. You know what?
Yeah, that's the one he rolled the 1 on.
Right. That's kind of the way I saw it. I
Yep.
can't even help somebody, right?
I'm burning the D6 polka die that I have banked because I need just 1 to get there, but we'll see what that 1d6 gives me.
gonna be awesome. I can feel it.
It got me the 1 I needed to
Okay.
get a successful hit. I did have a 1 in the base roll there as well.
Yep. Okay, so in the process, yeah, actually that makes sense. You get a plot point, and your injury is bumped up to a D10, but you do drop a lot of chain and also injure Roger.
And it is a very uncontrolled, like no precision, no technique. Just I've been captive for 3 months. You
Yep.
treat me like shit, wailing on him.
Okay. Okay, Sydney, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna go try to follow Hugo's lead at this point and just start wailing on this Roger guy. I don't feel there's much I can do about the structural integrity of this building at this point.
Your super soaker not
so-
gonna glue it back together.
Right. I don't think this kind of concrete reacts to water and heals itself. So, even though that does exist, fun fact. But I'm just gonna trust that Cassera won't drop the building on us, because that's the only thing I can do at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Hey.
Um,
All right. So you get
yeah.
you get an extra D8.
hmm
to this because he is injured.
Awesome.
But
D8, D8,
and you are entangled as your only complication. Okay.
I got a D6 entangled, D6 no patience, and I still have the D8 bruised.
Okay.
complication.
And both myself and Sydney have received plot points.
Ooh. Another plot
That is nice of somebody because it is.
Wow.
It is okay. So
And
a
then
lot of
I
dice.
think I may spend a plot point
mhm.
to up the distinction that I have, if I can.
Okay. Yep. You
Roll
can.
it as a D12.
Yep.
And can I spend a polka die on this too? So I don't trust it.
You probably don't have to at this. Well, I only rolled an 8. You can wait till
Oh,
afterwards to roll the polka
yeah.
die
Yeah, I
because the
had my
polka die
dice
also costs
window
a plot
over it.
point. Yeah, the polka die
Alright.
also costs a.
Plot point to use.
Yep.
But I won't do the polka die then. I'll just spend the plot point up to distinction and
Yep.
see how this goes. Nice-ish.
So I got an 8, and you beat me by 5 with a complication.
Of course I get a 1. You know,
Yep.
why not?
Okay. All right. You had a D8 bruised, if I remember
Yes.
correctly. Okay. You now have a D10 just because you
Yeah.
go to kick him, and some of those chains start to just,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I just throw myself
Yep.
into him, essentially.
However, you also get a D8. Let's check. No, a D6 polka die.
Awesome.
A D6 polka die you get, and yeah, and you get a plot point for the me staging up your complication.
Awesome.
Kassir? No, not Kassir, sorry, Scarlet.
Yes.
I'm looking at the wrong side of the screen. Scarlet, what's Scarlet doing at this point?
Is the master down?
Oh yeah, he's down. He's down. Hugo's laying on top of him. Sydney came over and is kicking him in the kidneys right now. Also.
Okay. Well, I have noticed that Kasser seems to be a bit off. And so I'm concerned about that. So I'm going to lunge towards her.
I just realized I left Scarlet to be the one to help Kasser.
Yes, you sure did. I was like, thanks, Sydney.
Best plan ever.
Scarlet to the rescue, and she's already a little bit hungry.
This can't possibly go wrong.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you're leaping at Kasser
Yes, to try and get her down.
to get her down.
Because Scarlet isn't really believing that she's doing this, that she is responsible for all of this.
Oh,
Okay.
but I am.
Can
I defend myself against her using my magic and not my physical?
Yeah, actually that would be the way you do it at this point.
Great.
Where you are.
At this point, the vines are just an extension of me, and I just want to smack against the wall.
All right, so
we'll see how well it goes.
Okay, so Scarlet has D6 hungry, right?
Yep.
Complication.
And Kasser right now is praying that if she hits Scarlet, that she's unconscious. Because I can't imagine that going well for Kasser.
Yeah.
You're the one attacking me. Again.
Okay, so you get.
You're starting it.
You get your basically it's your magic roll. You get mental focus.
Yeah.
Your thing and
that D8 is it just a D8 this time?
Nope. You get 2 D8s.
Oh dear.
And a D6 because
Reasons.
actually 2 D6s because she's hungry and she's also has to fight through the vines just naturally to get to you.
So
In all fairness, Scarlet thinks she's saving you.
Yes.
okay, so my role here is my mental and focus
Yep.
plus my druid.
Yes.
That extra D8, is it just a D8 or is it
It's
still
just a
staged
D8.
up?
It's just
Okay,
it's
so
still a
it's
D8.
just a D8 this time.
Yep.
So mental is a D12, focus is a D8, druid is a D8. I might stage that one up. We'll see. But because I have an extra D8 and then 2D6 on top of that for
Yes.
Scarlet's.
Yep.
Okay.
Scarlet's complications.
So wait, hold on. I need no, not 2D12, 3D8. There it is. Okay. Do I stage up my feel like it's Scarlet. She's seen Scarlet fight. I'm gonna spend a plot point to stage up my druid to a D12.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit, that stages up the extra, doesn't it?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yep, okay. I forgot that's how that was working. Okay.
Wow. No
Oh,
ones.
that 3 was almost a 12. Ugh,
Why did
Okay,
this-
so you got
that's
so
only
you
a
ended up
15.
with a 15. Okay, Scarlet, you get your normal fighting stuff,
Right?
and you also get an extra D20 and a D10.
Oh, right.
D20.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
normally-
that distinction.
How does a D20?
It's only a
come into play?
D12.
That's interesting.
I'm going to actually, just for fun, just to make sure my point gets across, use
Mhm.
one of my 6 plot points that I have now and stage
Holy
Vampire
Christ.
up to D12.
Okay.
Were you saving those for the winter season or something?
I was saving them for a fight like this.
But you're starting.
For just
Yeah,
such an occasion.
Did it? Oh, there we go.
Normally complications don't go
Oh
up that high.
no! In Scarlet fashion.
Okay.
Obliteration is what I am seeing.
What was Scarlet going for?
I was headed for Kassir because
Yep.
I would want to like get her around her waist to pull her down
Okay. Your goal was to pull her out of the
the vines.
stuff.
Pretty sure the vines just come with at this point.
Actually she does rip you away from the vines. Because they were basically holding you up. I mean, yeah, they were wrapped around you, but it wasn't tight because that would start to hurt you.
Well, yeah.
So, and you weren't really expecting, she couldn't possibly have pulled off something like this, which is how she got away with rolling a 15. Because the
Yeah.
overconfident had been staged up incredibly high. Which
Confidence
normally,
is only a D12.
no, I bumped it up with that one.
No, you bumped up the influenced.
Oh, you're right. I did bump up. Okay.
I was gonna say D20. Bumping up past a D12 would have taken me out of
Yeah.
the scene.
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah. Yep,
That's
you're
why
right.
I
did
said
bump
when
up
you said
the-
D20, I said it's only a D12.
You're right. I screwed up. Okay. But even without that die, she still at least tied you. So she does. Yeah, okay. She does tackle you. You know what? Go ahead and roll it.
Just roll a D12.
Yeah, just roll. Go ahead and roll D12 for me.
Who?
You, Christina, because
Oh,
I messed up
okay.
on the D20.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, the D20 should have been a D12 because of that
Gotcha, okay.
complication.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's for my overconfident complication.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
Fuck off.
She pretty much almost got a 15 on a D12, everybody.
She actually, that's impressive.
You can fuck off.
She didn't. She. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, she's still. All right. So
When
she's
I
still.
knock her down, Scarlet wants to say to her, I'm gonna start petting her hair. Kassir, I'm here, you're okay. I saved you. They're not gonna get you anymore. It's okay.
Oh, the sound I picture Kasser making at that. Have you heard tomcats fighting? Because it's that kind of growl she's making in the back of her throat. I can't replicate it. She is not happy about this situation. Her hackles have been raised.
Just rest.
So,
It's fine.
so Cindy, that quote that popped up outside the game here earlier.
Yep.
Sarah screaming, Scarlet screaming louder. Should we stop this? No, let's see how this
Let's
plays
just see
out.
let's
Yeah.
just see how this plays out.
Okay,
Should I sell
well,
tickets.
okay, so Kassir, it's your
She's
your
trying
action.
to get out of this situation.
Okay, so that actually, how are you trying to get out of the situation?
So we're still kind of in the whole mindset.
Yep.
So those vines are kind of gonna like swarm around Scarlet and try and just like rip her away.
Okay. All right.
Because
So
I'm stronger this way. I'm not physically strong.
okay. So Scarlet, you get to roll physical and fight. And you get to add a D12 and a D10 in.
And I'm going to stage up vampire again and use another plot point. So 2.
Great, we're fighting each other instead of
Right.
the actual bad guy.
And I think Hugo and Sydney are too busy fighting fake Roger to notice any of this at this point.
Yeah.
So, okay, and the fight is 8.
Fight of the century, and everyone's gonna miss it.
And then
This
it's
is all gonna, this is all gonna end. You're gonna turn around and see both of them on the floor, just totally disheveled.
Right? Be
Well,
like,
remember for
what the hell happened?
for Scarlet, she thinks she helped her
Yeah.
until this part, and
Yep.
then she'll want to murder her.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a doable roll.
Okay. So you got 15.
Kasser's kind of pissed.
Like Scarlet cares.
So I'm gonna use another plot point to stage up Magic, my druid.
Okay. So then the other one stages up.
Yeah, out of character. I'm gonna kind of be sad once I up that. Cause it's kind of nice. And then still the 2d6, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, come on, no, stay on the 12. Okay, but still, it's a 19.
Okay.
11 and an 8.
The vines wrap around. I assume you
Yeah,
what did you
they wrap around. They wrap around Scarlet this time instead of like they were cocooning Kasser, but now they just like wrap around Scarlet, around her middle, around her arms, around her legs, and then they just kind of fling her away. As Kasser just yells, "Get off of me!"
Okay. Scarlet, you got to stage up your injured.
Well, I never had injured.
Oh, you never had injured? Okay, now she's injured you.
I don't like that. What would that be?
Well, it would start out with a D6 then.
Okay. It's a good thing only
They
a
were
little
all
bit of
hurt.
human blood would help.
Yep.
Don't touch me. Leave. Get out before I drag this place to the ground with you in it.
Okay, let's see. You had both injured. Roger gets an action now against, well, gotta be Hugo. Hugo's up to a D10 injury, correct? I believe.
Yes.
Okay. And D6 entangled.
Jesus. You didn't even roll a d10 in the. Oh, no, wait, that was Casera's roll that I'm seeing.
Yeah, that was Kazaris.
Clear that.
Okay.
You're just going to take the two lowest in this one, right?
No. Roger is going to go for Roger is 14 for punching Hugo back. So you
Wait.
get to roll physical and fight.
Yay.
You also get to add a D6 because he is still also entangled himself, and a D8 because you did injure him. So
Okay. Then I actually have a chance. I'll take the tie, which I don't know if that's enough for him to still hit me or enough for me to deflect.
I think when you tied him last time, I think I had the tie goes to the attacker.
It does.
So your injury
Goes to D12.
goes to a D12.
It's okay. I'm scrappy. Or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself.
Sydney, you feel let's see, you've got what are your complications right now?
D6 entangled, D6 no patience,
Yep.
D10 bruised,
Right.
and the limited magic one, which I don't think is gonna.
That doesn't affect it, yeah. Okay. So you are being grabbed. I'm going to stage it up because it's three different guys. So I'm going to stage it up 3 times for their attack. Okay. You are being grabbed and pulled away.
Ooh, minions got up, or
Minions have gotten up, yes.
all right. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I can roll to. What's the actual total with all that?
15.
15. What would I roll to resist anything?
That would be actually you could roll you could start tapping into your
Right.
you can
Do
start
my-
tapping.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you got a plot point, you could stage it up.
Mm-hmm.
You're just tapping into it.
Yeah, I think I'll just use it rather than staging it up.
Okay.
But you know,
You know
I
what? No
kinda-
guts, no glory. You got the building falling around on you, man.
Oh, I know. I'm just wondering about staging it down actually to get a plot point.
That's feasible too. Yes.
Yeah.
That's showing that would make sense because it's showing you're resisting that urge about those people that people have their hands on you. They're not.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm
clean,
gonna try to resist it for the moment. Just use a D4 with that.
Okay.
And roll my otherwise normal pool.
Okay.
Oh,
So
God, I've had a terrible idea.
you get a plot point. You get the plot point for that, but they are able to yank you away. They were just trying to. D4 was just
roll
I think
4.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, you roll a 4 and an 8, so it's 12.
Yeah. Cool.
So you're a couple shy.
Nice.
Unless you got a polka die you want to do.
Hmm.
Can we also spend plot points after the roll to keep an extra die?
Yes, you can. If you want to do that. You can keep the third die.
That would make me tie with them, which means it would still go to them, though, wouldn't it? If they
No,
got 15.
they got a. Oh, you got it. You're right. You did. Yes, it would. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think he's getting pulled in either way, but
Okay.
that'll just make things get a little more tense.
Okay. So
I,
you
I
are
have
being.
faith in Sydney.
Yeah.
The
You are
dice
being.
don't, but
Yeah. Right. You're being yanked backwards away from Hugo, which means you cannot. You won't be able to kick him next round.
mm-hmm.
All right. So we are back
Not happy about this.
to the top of the order.
Yeah.
Hugo, what are you doing?
I'm going to do something absolutely the wrong idea, but Hugo's not thinking clearly. So, because he's been hit a couple times, and I know I've used the chain at least once or twice in that, wrapped fist or whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
is the false Roger got any blood on him? Split lip, cut cheek?
Yes,
busted
he
eye?
does. Yep.
Hugo's going to touch the blood and just say burn. And he wants to use his magic to incapacitate Roger, this false Roger. He's aware of the risk. Well, no, he's not thinking of the risks. He is wanting to
Okay.
use magic to hurt him.
So you're basically gonna use your talent for as evocation.
Which I don't have any specialties in, so it's going to be a rough one. But
Yep.
I'd like to hope that since I'm having his blood and I'm touching him at the same time, it'll give me a balancing element to it.
Is this breaking one of the rules of magic?
Technically, it's thou shalt not kill with magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hugo's
just-
also not thinking clearly. I'm
Okay.
really
I just
big.
want to make sure that I understand what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you
Prevent this
can.
dude from committing crimes, and I'm
Yep.
doing
Yeah.
the best job here.
Yep, you can roll it. You can basically what happens is you have to for this, how I'll do it is since it's outside of any of your talent, you still have to roll the D you're staging it down to a D4 without getting the plot point.
Okay.
So you still have to roll your magic, but all you do is roll a D4 for it.
Okay. So
Let me
The
set the
focus-
difficulty. Yeah.
the distinction is a D4.
Yes.
Okay. So
Uh,
still mental magic and the distinction with the distinction step down, no benefit.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. So you've got a D12 already for your injury. Entangled. I think that's it for you for that. And his.
Still get the D6 against him for his entangled, right?
Yes. And the D8 from him because he's already injured.
All right. Looks like an 11.
It's an 11 and 2 1s if you want to buy down any of your stuff or anybody wants to buy down any of their complications.
I do, if he doesn't.
Go ahead. Go right
I
ahead.
want to use plot point and buy down injured.
Okay. You can go basically you wipe out injured.
Yeah.
And there is still one that's available.
I'll take it if no one else will. But
Go ahead. That's
Oh.
fine.
For it.
I will buy down my injury, so I only have a D8 bruise now.
Okay. So mental magic, step down distinction, D6 for entangled, D8 for injured. Hadoken.
You got an 11, you got a 12.
Yeah.
You know, again, Hugo's not thinking clearly. I'm spending a plot point to pick up another one of those sixes to bring it to an 18. He wants to hurt this guy.
Feisty Hugo.
He's going full John McClane on him right now.
Right.
Okay. You get an extra D6 polka
Oh.
die.
All right.
Um,
And again, he's going for his mind is just burn, rack him with burning pain.
all right. You hear an unholy scream. It is the scream that Tom cannot do. I'm not sure I can hit the high register like that. At least without prep time. It's also one that I know the settings that Thomas, and just actually it's an excellent time since I mentioned him. Thank you, Thomas, for doing tech for us. I know it's a strange time to make that segue, but I know the settings. He's got the audio on, and then the yell would just get cut off. So the so yeah, you hear an unholy. Everyone hears an unholy scream from someone. Kazir, you can roll. Give me a second here.
A
Let's
little
see.
worried.
Yep. Well, you get to. Then
Because I can guess why I get to make this roll.
okay, against a 16. You can roll whatever you think you're actually probably too mental. Double your mental. Because it is just you just hear this sound of someone in pain.
My dice hate me.
Are you satisfied with that dice, that roll?
Let me see how many. Fuck it. I'm gonna use my one polka die I've got left. I've got a D10 polka die and one plot point. So I'm gonna spend that plot point to use the polka die, and I have a 50-50 chance of beating your roll. Or I guess 50-50 chance of meeting your roll or beating it.
Yep.
Ooh.
And you beat it
I beat it.
by
By
1
one.
point.
Beat it by 1.
Okay.
I'm out of plot points. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Okay. The influence complication. That drops
Uh-huh.
to a D8.
Okay.
And I won't be able to stage, and it won't be able to stage itself up any longer. Okay, Sydney.
Yeah.
What is your action?
So these guys are pulling me away, and I hear this holy scream, and I'm not sure where it's coming from, right?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, you were pulled
So-
back. You can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know where it's coming from.
Right, the
It's
direction. but
it's
I'm
in
not
front
sure.
of you. It's not. It's not one of the ladies
Mm-hmm.
because they're in the wrong spot.
Okay. Can you step up one of your own complications to get something in return, like a plot point or step up, or is that not part of the mechanics?
Not part of the mechanic normally.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I will spend a plot point to use a D8 polka die to fight off however many of these minions I have to fight off to get out of here, out of this grapple that I'm in. And I will use the copper from the stream. Thank you, Scarlet, to step up my distinction.
Okay.
To
Let's see.
fully embrace that.
Okay.
So D8, D8, D8.
Let's see. What
And
did I do?
do that, and I think I'll spend another plot point to keep 3 dice rather than just 2.
Well, you can decide that
You
after
can
the
choose
fact.
to do that after the roll.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll table that.
Okay. You stage
If you
down
roll
your.
well enough or poor enough.
You
Yeah.
stage. Well,
Yeah,
actually, I
Oh,
was gonna
sorry.
roll. I gotta roll first. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank
you-
God.
yeah, you.
Yes, I got that out of the way. That
Yeah.
was on purpose.
You stage down your injury, right?
Ooh.
I was thinking about. Oh yeah, I did stage down my injury to a D8.
A D8. Okay. So you got a D6 and a D8. Actually, two D6s. Entangled and impatient. D8, and then you're fighting against 3 guys.
Mhm.
Okay.
Who may or may not be football players.
Yep.
Wow. That's a
Yep.
lot of threes there, Tom.
Bet if I rerolled that 4, I'd get Yahtzee.
Right? Wow, that's luck on my end. All right. Now I roll same dice pool. Nothing
Yep.
changes with mine. Okay.
Nothing.
Let me try this out. See if I do anything.
Nice.
All
Yeah.
right. A lot better than the test roll I did.
Yeah.
Yep. So
So 16 then.
you got. Oh yeah. Well. Oh, you did. I mean, you don't have to spend the plot point to use the extra
Yeah.
one.
Because 16 would just make me tie again, wouldn't it?
No, I rolled a. What did I roll?
He rolled a 7.
I rolled a
You
7.
rolled a 14.
Oh, he only keeps 2.
Yeah, I only keep
Never
2.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah,
Always only 2 unless
I'll get used to the system
special
eventually.
circumstances.
Hey, I'm still learning
Right.
how to represent it and stuff. It's kind of
Yeah,
one of
I
the.
really like the system too. It's a really nice system. Beautiful.
Okay, so you get yourself clear. You have managed to, and you did it with style. Did you want to injure either of them? Any of them?
Yes. I'm going to essentially headbutt the first one right in his
Okay.
nose. And then kick the second one and toss the third one into one of the other guys.
Okay.
That's my idea, anyways.
All right, and you embraced your
Yeah.
thing. So that's actually a nice way that's a nice way to come out of the gate.
Right.
For you.
And I'll probably do my own little scream with it too of rage.
Okay.
Just kind of like a barbarian activating rage.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
And then my hope is to try to go back towards where Hugo is to save him, because I'm thinking he's the one that screamed.
Right.
So.
Scarlet, you are next. What are you doing?
Well, Scarlet
I would
stands
like
up
to tell
and-
Scarlet to fuck off.
and Scarlet stands up, brushes herself off, and kind of goes, I'm going to remember this. But I do see the boys are in trouble. So I think to myself, Scarlet to the rescue again.
Yep,
And
Mother Scarlet right there.
Yeah, here I come. So I'm going to go and lead. Did he get all the minions?
There are still minions. There are still minions around, but they're not. They were having trouble moving. And also not. They were kind of uncoordinated.
So are they in danger right now?
Right now, you see, as you look up, you see Sydney actually do something fairly impressive, pulling himself out of 3 college students' grasps, knocking all 3 of them down in the process.
Okay.
The unholy scream that you heard, that came from you're guessing that came from the pile where Hugo is, so you don't know. You see some blood. And
Oh.
actually, sorry, you see some burning blood. The blood
Trying to
that
decide, does Scarlet want to be a responsible team player? Or
also
does she want...
your knife is burning.
Great.
The one that was coated in his blood.
Yeah.
That's on fire.
she's going to see that, and she's going to toss it down for a minute. And I'm going to turn to Casser and go, "You motherfucker, you better know that I'll be remembering this when this is over. Get yourself in check so you can get us the hell out of here." And then she's going to turn and leap towards the pile.
Okay.
Wait, Scarlet thinks Casser's doing this?
Yes. Well,
Because
Even
you're going to
better.
remember how you attacked me
Okay.
Oh,
Well, you were
while
you
I'm
were
trying.
you're leaping onto the pile.
Onto the
Of
pile to find out where the scream is, because I also think it's Hugo,
okay.
because the master's there.
Yep. Well, Hugo's on top. So what do you do? Are you grabbing Hugo and pulling him away, or are you?
She's going to. Gosh, every part of me wants to attack Casser.
There's literally no reason to.
I'm
She's
not
trying to get you out of here.
I'm not going
That's
to
exactly what she's been doing.
jump there or do anything. I'm just turning and yelling at Casser. What are you doing? Can you focus, please? Focus these weird vines and get us out of here. Or whomever's helping you, because we know this isn't you.
If you'd stay the fuck off me back, we'd be out of here already.
Okay. Give me a mental and influence roll, Scarlet.
No problem.
I'm pretty sure Casser's more or less frothing at the mouth.
Yes.
The fuck do you think I was trying to do?
I certainly didn't think you were doing this.
No, but it was
Just
just she said one key thing in there. So go ahead, Scarlet.
did.
Sorry, Scarlet, sorry. Casser.
Mm.
Mental plus influence. And you add a D8.
It's okay. My dice tonight.
Wow.
Oh, actually, I met the roll.
You met the roll, but it was the attacker. Or in this case, yeah, basically. Yes, Scarlet yells at you. Your influence complication goes down to a D6.
All right.
So basically, it was a mental health healing roll. You feel less angry. You're definitely overconfident as hell, but you're not. You don't
I was gonna
feel
say, it was
the
the
urge to break
overconfidence that started all this anyway.
Yes, it was.
And are you sure I'm less angry?
Okay, you're right. You don't have a voice egging on your anger.
I know what you
Yeah.
meant,
Yeah.
but because they're still pissed.
Right.
Okay, so
I think
what
she
is
has a
Casser's
normal level.
There's
response?
just a little bit more clarity to the direction of her anger.
So what is Casser's response before we go on our break?
What did I say before? Because I'm pretty sure that still stands to reason.
Okay.
Yeah. If you'd stay the fuck off me back, we'd be out of here already. Now stop trying to help me. I don't need it. Gotta get that overconfidence in there.
Yep. Okay. All right. This is probably a good point to take a break. We're already a couple minutes over the hour. Take a break and come back and see if the players can get out. Folks, so we've been stuff behind the scenes about how the next fight is going, and you'll just excuse me for a second.
Mine's empty, but salute.
I feel a little
That's
left out, but that's all right.
that's sorry. That's the
That's a
GM needs that available.
clear bottle of rum there, Andy.
If only it was vodka, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
I said clear rum.
true. Silver rum is delicious.
So when we last left, I believe yes, you'd all gone. Kassir and Scarlet had yelled at each other.
I technically hadn't done anything yet.
That is fair. You're right.
We had just yelled.
You yelled. What is your action that you're going to do?
Well, let's see. Is Sydney still facing some more of those college kids? Or is he kind of
He's
Some
actually
beef.
free right now, and there's nobody standing around him.
Yeah, he kind of hulked out a little bit.
okay? Good. So we've just got the guy on the ground, the master. How is he doing? Cassara's kind of actually now being able to focus on this other fight.
Okay, actually, you know
You're
what?
welcome.
At this point, since you're not doing, go ahead and give me a
'Cause I
notice
got
roll.
the vampire monkey off my back.
Yep. Go ahead. Wow.
Vampire
Okay.
Doctor Monk.
The
keep adding
vampire
this
doctor
stuff.
monkey.
Okay, wait,
yes.
I did not mean to roll that, and that was
What
just
the
harsh.
fuck?
Okay, it's not that. Ah!
Yes. Wow.
Polar opposites.
That
I love this game.
Ah.
Okay. I didn't mean to roll d10s. I meant to roll 2d8s and ask you to roll notice.
So I'll take my polka die.
All right.
Nice.
As I rolled a 17.
There's also 2 1s, so you get a chance to do you want to stage anything down? Any of your complications down?
I'm good.
Okay.
I also don't have any plot points.
That's fair. You're right. You don't have any plot points, so that means you can't.
That kind of
Anybody
makes
else?
my decision for me.
Anybody else want to?
No, thank you.
I will spend one to stage down my bruised again then.
Okay. So that dumps you down to a 6.
Yeah, so hopefully I can keep fighting a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're down to a D6. Okay, so you get that gives you enough that you can look around and see everything. There's a bunch of, it looks like, actually all of the minions that you see have been knocked down. Or are lying prone. Some of them seem to be trying to get back up. You get to see, just for timing wise, you get to see Sydney do a fairly impressive move to take down the last one out of the 3 that were holding him, and he's completely free. There's a pile with Hugo on top of the master, and you don't know what's going on, except that there's fires around him. Like
Right.
little, like they're the kind of fires you get when you pour lamp oil or something flammable. It hits the floor and gets a flame. It's that type of thing where the fuel is just burning up whatever would happen to be absorbed into the stone.
Right.
Is there
Okay.
a certain color to it?
Actually, Hugo, what would be your magic signature color?
You know, I'm gonna go with like a Kelly green or a forest green, just due to how often he goes out into the forest and stuff of upstate New York.
All right. Yeah, it's a forest green flame.
Clearly magical. Kassir, she's going to redirect her vines and kind of yank Hugo away before he kills somebody with them.
Okay.
Because that's a big no.
Okay.
He's a decent person. I'd like to not see Peacock behead him.
Okay. That's easy enough. We can just and with that, since it honestly doesn't matter at this point, it won't being lifted off of the master won't affect what Hugo does probably next turn. Um okay, so
And she would
um
like to try and talk some sense into him.
okay. This point you
Just
already
like-
kind of you've done all your action, but you can try next turn. Next lope around.
Fair enough.
Okay, so at this point you've got
Just like, yoink, let's get the fuck out.
I don't think Hugo would resist that in any way.
Yep.
He'd be too much in shock from it happening.
right. So you proclaimed yourself Kasir proclaimed herself the wrath of beer.
The
or
wrath of Danu.
Right, Danu, and Danu is a goddess of beer. All right, or what was it? Earth. Okay, Earth.
No,
Okay,
she's the goddess of the earth. She's the
Okay.
Irish mythology. She's the goddess from basically Earth. Canon.
Yep.
She is.
Okay.
She is the Earth. It's more or less their Mother Earth.
okay, that makes good. That makes sense. That because otherwise I'd have to. Roger could have been in trouble. Not that he's already not in trouble. Okay. So at this point, he has all right, I'm gonna let you roll this, Aaron, just because you hate the guy the most.
Okay. I mean, it's a valid hatred. It's not. It's not. Not an unvalid or invalid hatred.
He is. Yeah, you get to roll 3 12s, 3d12s.
Okay. How do I get it?
Yeah, 17 is what this guy has to beat.
This guy meaning the master?
The master, yes.
Okay.
He has to. I think he would spend a plot point in this situation. Up his magic to a d12. And that is a 16. And you had gotten 17. Hugo got 17 from that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
17 versus 16. He does have a plot point. So he's going to use his last plot point to beat you, or to beat the difficulty you set. At this point, everybody, actually all of you, you feel this. You all feel a shift in the room. All of the minions
Oh, fuck.
just drop. They all just like marionettes with that got cut, where the strings got cut. They just all flop to the ground. Doesn't matter where. One of them was trying to get up, ends up laying over a branch. And Hugo sees that Roger's eyes are glowing.
Do I have a chance to respond?
Well, you basically have next action, so
Okay. Then I would like to just, if I still have the magical connection, I'm gonna just go for a knockout seer kind of thing. If I still have the same connection I had previously.
you do. Um,
Like I'm channeling everything in it to not necessarily burn him. I literally want to knock him out.
you want to put him down.
Yeah. Not
Take
kill
all
him.
take
Just-
all his energy.
If that's what it takes, yeah, drain his energy. Just
Okay.
make him go unconscious. Stop thinking
Alright.
conscious thoughts.
Okay. Give you get to that would be your previous roll. You get to add a D8 and a D6 for his injury and entanglement.
All right. Along with my D8, D10, and D4, because this is still a step down without.
Yeah,
getting
you're
plot
still
point
basically doing.
situation.
Yeah, you're still basically doing that evocation.
Okay. Did not roll for some reason. Oh wait, there it goes. Whoa.
Wow.
I don't know why it rolled. Oh, I still have the 3D 12. Hang on, I'm gonna re-roll that. I thought I cleared those out. That's not any
We-
better, but I'll take the 12 it gives me.
Okay, so you got a 12 and 2 1s.
May I make a suggestion on those ones?
Sure.
This finally knocks me out. It
Yeah.
channels my injury enough to knock me out.
Yes, let me see how he rolls. Because I still got to roll to defend against that.
And we are seeing all of this, right?
You'd see at this point, you'd see Hugo clench up.
And growl out the phrase,
Yeah.
pass out, bitch.
Yep. So in theory, let's see, he's got that. No, actually, he's gotten. No, he put that to healed. Actually, and then he's out of plot points, so he just has a D8.
Well, he beats it.
Okay. Yeah, that he gets an evil grin and starts the cackle. And his cackle is the last thing Hugo hears before he passes out.
Bump that up to D20 injury and add 1 to the plot point category.
That takes you out. Okay. At this point, you guys do see Hugo just, sag as if he's unconscious. And Kazir knows it because she feels it through the vines or feels it through the
Yep.
branches.
We're gonna get him the fuck out of here.
And is fake Roger still up?
Fake Roger he was on the ground. Actually, he is still on the ground.
Okay.
But his eyes are glowing. You would be able to see that now.
Gotcha.
Fake Roger is also the master, correct?
Yes, the master. Sorry, I keep using the two names.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that I was sitting here going, maybe I am just really lost.
Nope. Nope. The master. Yeah. The master still. But yeah, Sydney has glowing eyes and it's your action.
I think you should hug it out with him.
In the face.
I mean, he's still conscious though, right?
The
The
master?
master,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely good. Yeah, you just literally Hugo was above him being held up by Kassir's branches.
Mhm.
You see Hugo tense and then just go the slack and drool, going to, unconsciousness. And then the just as Hugo's passing out, the master laying on the ground starts cackling.
Mm.
That's never good.
And his eyes are glowing, which is also
Yeah.
never good.
Feel like I'm going to try to
Well,
run
mine
up
did that once and it was
towards the
fine.
master
Mhm.
and just do like a running kick to his head.
Okay. You are just no. That's not the correct phrase. The correct phrase is boot to the head.
Yeah.
Okay, say it.
Full on rage boot to the head.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's all we
yeah.
need.
Yeah.
Boot to the head. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. You get an extra D8 due to his injured status.
Okay. Let's see.
Once again, who injured him?
And Hugo, I think he did a little bit.
Technically, no. Technically, technically, it could
Yeah.
all trace back to Scarlet because she exposed the blood
Yeah.
that Hugo then, broke one of
Most
the
things
laws.
do.
I am going to spend a plot point to step up my distinction again for this.
Yeah.
Going
Yep.
full on rage for this guy.
Yep.
And is there a difficulty roll or
Oh, that's right. I probably should say, what's your injury at this point? You're down to a D6.
Yes.
All right. And get
I
two
still have the
Ds.
D6 entangled technically. I
Yep.
think.
All right. So 2D6. And then his, I think technically this is fight. And he's not paying attention to you because he slipped into. Okay. I rolled basically 2 4s, give me an 8. And I rolled a 1 if somebody wants to stage down a complication.
I cannot.
Anybody taking that?
No.
I'm unconscious at this point.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just get rid of bruised, I guess. That's right.
Okay.
No,
Yep.
Screw it. I'll spend it.
As long as you get the plot points for it, sure.
Yep. I no longer have plot points now, so that'll be interesting.
Okay.
But screw it. Yeah. Yes. 3 1s. Is that a good roll? That's a beautiful roll, right?
You don't beat him.
Holy
Nope.
crap, dude.
Nope. I think I slip and probably fall at that rate.
You run
Probably
up,
knock myself out.
plant your foot in some of the
Man.
blood. It goes up in the air. Scarlet and Kassir see this. He goes,
Probably doing a rage scream while I'm doing this too,
Yep.
going up. So it looks
He-
great leading
Yep.
up to this moment.
and yeah, you go up, backwards. The thing is,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
you're literally 1 away. So if you'd save that plot point, okay. All right. So yeah, at this point,
That's what I get.
D6, D8, D10. You have a D10 bruise, D10
Okay.
injured.
So yeah,
Complications.
I just didn't buy that down, you know.
And
Lessons learned. All right. D10 bruised
yep.
as I go flying in the air like Charlie Brown.
Yes, actually, you do the. Yep. And sorry, folks. my webcam to focus me again. So yeah, you both get to see him do that, slam his head on the floor. Man,
Sarah just
Or
at this
land
point,
in the blood at
she's
this
just
point.
like,
I think you beat Aaron's record for the amount of
That wasn't my goal, by the way.
Yeah.
the
In
number
one
of
roll.
ones
No,
rolled in a single roll.
yeah. I think that
it is
was
not something I
Okay,
wanted
wait,
to
which
compete
Aaron?
with.
Because I don't think I've rolled that many as he has.
No,
Roger
no.
Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roger who is out gallivanting in the
Yeah.
OG Roger.
Yeah,
He's
that,
out
that was,
running.
yeah. Oh, gee,
He's just bark at the moon.
Yeah. that was not a
Mhm.
trophy I planned to take away from him.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
fair
So actually, you know what? Hang on. I'm just gonna grab a screenshot of that just for
Posterity.
there you go. Just for posterity's
Posterity.
sake. Okay. So Sydney's gone. Scarlett, what are you
Fuck's
doing?
am I
sake.
unconscious now?
No, you're not. You're
Scarlett,
only DA10.
Not
Yeah.
quite.
Okay.
Scarlett saw that
Yeah.
and
Yep.
she's like, God damn.
So I go from impressive moment to, oh right, it's Sydney. Never mind.
Yeah. And I'm gonna
The
turn.
Sarah's just gonna be like, I'll get the boys out of here. You take care of shit heel.
Yeah, I'll look up and I'm like, we got this. While
They're back
still
on the same side again.
Yeah. So she's gonna grab that knife it's only
Yep.
flaming at the tip, right? Like it's not
It's
on
only
the hilt.
flaming where the blood was.
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
the
so
flame,
she's gonna
the flame might have gone out since I'm unconscious.
Yeah, it would have actually. He's right.
Okay. So I'm gonna take it with me and I'm going to jump at the master trying to cut him again.
Okay. Okay. What complications do you have?
Just
Mm.
D6 hungry.
Just D6 hungry. Okay. Go
Scarlett
ahead
still
and
have-
roll.
Scarlett just waltzing through with nary a
Yeah.
complication on her.
Yep. Go ahead and roll your attack. The difficulty is 11.
Okay, so I got a copper gift. So I will step up my vampire to a D12. And then I would do physical and fight.
Yep.
And I may do a hero die after that. Let's see. What's the number?
Well, you also
12?
had vampire in too, so you
I
said you're
did.
Okay. Yep.
So I fight.
Physical fight
Um,
vampire.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I only got 11, so yeah. See, you probably got to
Only
click
roll
out
one
of it.
die.
Okay. Hold on. It doesn't like me sometimes. Here we go.
Nice.
Okay, 11. You rolled an 18.
Another
Okay.
polka die.
Yep. You can get a polka die or you can do double damage. Up to you.
I'm gonna do double damage.
Okay, so you don't get a polka
feel like
die.
The
That's
Mortal
okay.
Kombat
I've
theme is
got it.
playing at this point for her.
Yep.
For me, it's yakety sax. For her,
Edition.
it's Mortal Kombat.
Yep. Okay.
Sometimes being a vampire comes in handy.
Yep.
She's
D-
pissed,
Yep.
by the way. So she's not trying to just leave a scar.
Yeah, no, I figured you
Okay.
were. Yep. You're
Getting shoved underneath the ribs and twisted.
yeah. Okay. Kassir, what are you doing?
At this point, Kassir has been kind of okay. It's a lot more convenient. The vines have lifted her back up into the air.
Okay.
She's got Hugo. She's grabbing Sydney, and she's just going to like walk with the guys outside.
Okay. You're gonna you didn't destroy a wall, but you damaged it drastically. You're just gonna put an opening in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of like vines kind of like creep up into the wall and then just like rip it down
Okay.
so she can fit through.
Is Sydney resisting when he feels this cocoon wrap around him? Or lift
Trying
for him to lift him
Yeah.
up?
I'm trying to think how much at this point he would realize who's doing the vines or not.
So they're not like wrapping around you. They would like
right.
crawl up and be like like a like kind of like a hammock underneath you almost.
Right,
like,
yeah. I figured it doesn't
interwoven and just
seem
whoop.
hostile or threatening necessarily, but I'm trying to wrap his head around
Like being
what this
cradled
would
by a
be.
mother.
I mean, do I see Scarlet pretty much ending this guy with this knife?
Yeah, Scarlet's. Yeah, Scarlet's. She got a massive shot on the guy.
All right. I will probably just have to internalize my rage
Okay.
then, and accept the fact that I suck at everything and just let these vines take me
Aw.
wherever they're taking me.
Poor Sydney. Poor guy, man.
Okay, give me 1 second to. Yeah, you're still overconfident.
Oh yes, I'm very overconfident.
And you-
I'm 1-1 away from being taken out of the scene because of overconfidence. Now it's basically over, so.
Yep. Okay. So you've got a 14 to go against.
My magic roll?
Yep. Go ahead and do your magic roll. The D8 doesn't. D8 does not come into play this time.
Oh really? Okay.
Yes.
You know what I said about the 1 needed? Well, I only got a 9 against your 14, and I also rolled a 1.
And you're out of points and dice.
I am out of everything. Oh, I have a D8 polka die, but I have no plot points.
Okay.
And
all right.
I can't undo the 1 anyway.
As you're lifting, see, I can't bump up your overconfidence because you failed badly. As you go to do this, you get hit in the head. You have do you have an injury already? I don't think
No.
you did get injured.
Just the overconfidence and influenced.
So you have a D6 injury. Also,
Fuck.
complication now. But you get a plot point.
Yay.
Sydney, you feel it. You feel being lifted, and then you're just kind of dropped again.
Oh. Rage internalized, back to rage.
Yeah.
Probably building up on the surface again.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
Question is, what does? You know what? He's going to. All right. Aaron, why don't you go ahead and give me 3d12 again?
All right.
I hope Seed Thief wasn't killed when you fell unconscious.
Seed Thief is timeless. He knows how to get out of trouble.
Yeah. Yay. So he's out of plot points. So all he can do is yeah, that's just a standard. Okay.
Foreboding roll.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right. His eyes glow again with the same intensity as before.
The master, not Hugo?
The master, yes.
Okay.
So if Hugo's eyes are glowing, something really bad is going on.
Yeah, Aaron was rolling to set the difficulty for the master, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just needed somebody to roll 3d12s. Um,
Am I 20 that he didn't beat him?
well, let's just say,
Wait for the outcome.
yeah, there's a certain significance to rolling 3 6s at this particular moment with what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Um, okay. That's it. So, Sydney, what are you doing?
I'm going to pick myself up.
Okay.
Uh, and shout at the vines, saying, I can do it myself. After they drop me.
Okay.
And is the master up at this point?
Fuck out of here.
No, he's laying on
No.
the ground still.
He's still laying on the ground.
Yep.
Scarlet's on top of him.
Yes. You gonna try and kick
Is
him in
the
the head again?
master's eyes still glowing?
Oh yeah, they're glowing bright.
Where is she attacking him? Because I'm trying to picture what spot is even open on him at this point, with a crazy vampire stabbing the guy.
I
I think
assume.
crazy is necessary.
Yeah, I think Scarlet would just be straddling him, stabbing him in the chest.
Okay. mm,
Eh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna, rather than do a running kick, because that obviously doesn't work. I think I'm going to use the copper gift I got to step up my what is it? Punching above his weight class, because that's
Yep.
the way I'm feeling right now.
Yes. Okay.
And I'll step that up to just boot him in the face.
All right.
Just
Let me set
stand
the.
next to him and boot downwards.
Yep. Let me set the difficulty.
Yeah.
Had to remember to use the D10. Yes.
And
That is 15.
okay. Wow. Is he still injured?
Yeah, I took that into account.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
the
for injured,
master.
you're right. You get a D8 to add it
D8
to
for
him.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the one I wasn't quite sure of yet. Okay. And of course, there's a 1. But I got a 15.
There's a 1. Yep, you got a 15.
That's a match. So
Okay. I'm going to give you a D6 complication of getting in Scarlet's way.
ooh,
God damn it.
that's gonna end beautifully for me.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
Sydney doesn't appear in the next game.
Yeah. But you do injure him. So that bumps him up to a D10.
At least I do that.
Yeah. Scarlet, what are you doing?
Well, she's cursing at Sydney. Like, why?
You can still attack. He's just
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to stab him. Am I being affected by any of the blood?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're up. Yeah, you're up to a D8 complication.
I mean, I probably have blood on me too and everything at this moment. It's gonna be interesting to explain.
Well, she is losing her ability to focus. So, she would just keep trying to kill this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me roll the difficulty to get past.
Almost like an overkill, because now she's angry and she's probably like holding Sydney this way so she doesn't get him.
Yeah, well, you were basically straddling him, so you just stab him again.
Yeah.
Something felt weird when you pull a knife out to stab him, but I got an 11.
Okay. I just rolled what I rolled last time, right?
Yep.
Oh wait, I'm not gonna step up anymore. What did you get?
11.
11.
Okay.
Okay, you get him finally.
Okay.
You get an artery. Spurt of
Oh.
blood hits you right in the face. I believe I
Poor
said you're up
Sydney.
to.
I'd be stepping back if I were you, Sydney.
Yeah,
Oh,
you are.
boy.
Well, there's a
So-
ready supply of blood right in front of her.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'm at a D10 now.
Yeah, but he was in the way.
Well, yeah, I think
A little bit.
you're already a DA. Yeah, you're at a D10. You get a plot point, but yes, you are hungry. But he is out. You got him past a D12.
He's dead.
He's yes, he's dead.
Okay. She's gonna turn and look at Sydney and see the blood on him and pause for a moment and then go to jump at him.
Okay. You know what? We're at wow, this is we are at okay. You leap at him. You already stabbed, so that'll be next. That will be next round. Kassir, what are you doing?
How far have I made it? Am I still aware of what is going on in that room?
Yeah, you're still up in the air. You just a small rock hit you in the head, injured you.
Right.
So
Okay.
and yep.
Well, blood is happening. I was nearby last time that happened. So what we're gonna do is gently grab Sydney and get him the
Okay.
fuck out of here.
Okay.
Sydney does
you-
this.
Are you trying the full thing you did last time of, grabbing him and busting through a wall, or are you just trying to go further? Are you just trying to move him away from Scarlet?
We're gonna try the same thing as last time because we need as much space as possible.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. That means I get to roll the same dice as last time. Except no, I get to roll an extra D6 because you're injured.
Yeah. Yay.
And I suppose it's not right that I sound that
I have a plot point though. I have a plot point this time.
Okay. So
Oh.
I rolled a 13 and there is a 1.
You rolled
that
a
is
12.
floating- I did roll?
7 and 5.
Yes, sorry.
It's 12.
5. Yep, okay. And there is a 1 floating around if somebody wants to stage on a complication. Kassir gets first
Nope.
bite.
I'm not spending that plot point on that.
I
I've never
don't.
seen
I
how
don't have a
Sydney
plot
happened
point
when
to
he
use
did
it.
it.
I only have 3 left and I like that she's hungry.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. I am actually going to use. So, one of my triggers for my druid in training is unintended consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of using my plot point to stage it up, I'm gonna use that to gain a complication to roll it as a d12.
Okay.
Because
Yep.
that's more fun. Also, I want to save that plot point. So, d12 mental, d12 druid, and I'm assuming that d8 is not.
No, because you are being nice. Disgustingly nice.
Well, I'd rather my babysitter not be eaten by the vampire.
All right.
Okay. D12 mental, staged up druid, and D8 focus.
Uh-oh.
Fuck off. Okay, I kept my plot point, and I have a D8 polka die. I'm throwing that at this.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm trying to beat a 12. I literally just need a 2. Oh, I said it out loud. Fuck.
Oh.
Yes,
Sydney's so
Ah.
thankful.
Now, the other thing you could have done is you could have just added in that through the extra 3, because you can use a plot point to add in the extra dice.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I always forget that's an option.
So, but okay, nope, you got
But yeah,
so
I already done it.
so that actually gives you All right. So,
Out of plot points again.
yep. So
But hey, I gain another polka die.
you gain, yes, D8 polka die.
I gained the one I just spent.
Yep. All right. So you,
So it's less cocoon this time, more the okay. So the whole the hook to pull him off stage, it's kind of like that, but with a vine. So she's got vines over here ripping down the wall. Sydney, yoink.
okay, and you basically fling Sydney through the
She's
wall.
not flinging him. Like she's not yeeting him. At the end it'll just kind of stop.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm only, one step away from a D12 bruised. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I'm not
Right,
I'm
I'm
not
a doctor.
throwing him. Oh yeah. Yeah, not throwing him.
Doctor,
It's just kind of it's like he's at the end of a rope. It just gets to the long stuff and it just stops.
Yeah, a little whiplash never hurt anybody, right?
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Just a little bit.
You left the
It's
guy
better than being
outside.
eaten.
Maybe he'll catch you. Who knows?
Rio.
Maybe I'll land on my car.
Yep.
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? That's a good point to end it tonight. Because there is a couple things I do want to talk about. Let's see. And I even laid it out ahead of time. Let's see if I can find my notes. Man, somebody found this quote thing and they filled up the chat with it. Okay, so first thing, of course, we've got a Kickstarter going on. It's in its last 3 days. And I'm sure if you watch the commercial break, a couple videos there, it's real important that we get if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's worth it. And it's also worth it. It's worth it just because the comic book. I've read it. It's good. I've been a comic book person since, you know what? We're not going to say what decade I started reading comic books. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But I've been reading them for years. The art is fantastic. The story is great. It sets up everything. And with what Danny is doing for issue 2, this is going to be a good story. And issue 2 is going to happen. What's really important about the next stretch goal is going to be that what that does is that will allow us to release basically the equivalent of a D&D source, a write-up on the city, where the thing takes place. So basically you get a built-in steampunk, already figured out steampunk environment by the guy who is doing one of the most interesting streams we have, like clockwork. And steampunk is not something that, it's not covered in the basic stuff, but it does lend itself to D&D very well. Like I said, I've seen it. I enjoy what it is. I'm looking forward to running stuff, and I don't normally run D&D. So again, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I'm sure by now, Thomas has dropped the link in the check. The other thing we've got going on is episodicals. There's actually 3 significant things that are happening this month, or just recently. One, we started our 4th episodical stream, or our 3rd episodical stream, Stormlord's Wrath. And that is let me pull up the schedule. Thank you very much, Thomas. And that is on Thursdays at 8 Central. That's a fun thing, and it's actually tapping into something that hasn't happened in episodicals before. One of the characters died last episode, which adds a new wrinkle to things. The The next thing we've got, what are we doing on Friday?
I believe we will be doing Funny Freakout if we have enough people. If not, we will wing it and see what happens.
But it's always a fun time.
There's also something else I'm going to piggyback on that's not dealing with Friday, but on Wednesday, the last day of the Kickstarter, we apparently are going to be doing a all-day stream until the Kickstarter ends, starting at 8 a.m. Central.
Yes.
Lots of activities going on there, and there is a special perk for people who have pledged or new pledges, but I don't know. Yep, looks like for new pledges, or if you up your pledge to a certain value, I believe it's $20
$50 or higher.
$50 for current, or if you pick up a pledge at 20 or new pledges at 20, there is a poker chip, a really well designed poker chip that'll be included. So for those of you who are still sitting on the fence, not only are you going to get a really cool comic, now you're going to with awesome artwork, potential for a really intriguing D&D campaign, you can get some physical swag as well.
The poker chips come out very well. I remember from last time, and the guy creating the artwork to go on the base artwork, but the guy preparing the artwork for it's also a very excellent, many years of experience at that.
I'm not sure how well these will show up, but here's what one side looks like from the old production.
Pull it back a little bit. It's a little blurry.
Sorry.
Kinda. Yeah, I don't know if the camera's gonna focus enough on
It
the
did.
text.
I think it did, but
you still get a good idea.
yeah.
And the other side is the Rem Alternus logo.
Nice.
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 Cool.
Thank you. I had not seen that write up yet. Okay, so the other thing about episodicals is we are at the final stretch for episodicals 2, where they're finally fighting, where they're about to. Actually, they started fighting the dragon last time, and they got an interesting surprise when they last fought him. And it was a fight that was over too quick, so the GM brought him back, and they get to fight the dragon all over again. It's a fun time, and it's a fun time. It's a great time to join. And the next part is the next set of most of the players from Episodicals 2 are going to continue showing up on Saturdays for Episodicals 4, Descent into Avernus.
That is a fun adventure.
It's a fun adventure. Winston's great and has been doing a lot of prep for it. And that starts on March 27th at 10 a.m. Central on Saturdays. And last but not least, we have Shadowrun tomorrow night. Shadowrun is at 7 p.m. Central on Tuesdays every week. So don't forget about that. And then again on Sunday, we have at 7 p.m. Central, we have Like Clockwork, where they are in the midst of a hunt for a creature. I think that's it. Did I miss anything, guys, that we need to plug?
I think that's it for right now.
Okay. Well,
Join the Discord.
yes, that's it. Join the Discord. I think we did drop that in there. Thank you all for watching, and have a good week. And we will see you next week with the conclusion of this fight, I swear.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.